Hey y'all, midweek check in. Y'all, I'm on a little break, so I decided to spend half of my break. I'm gonna do. I probably should have ate first, then walk it off. But I say, well, let me do my little walk in, and then I'm gonna eat. So I kind of did that backwards. I should have ate first and then do my walk in. And I apologize in advance that the service is in and out. In this area. It might, because I did it one time before and the services were in and out. So just doing my little lap. I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna try to do this for 15 minutes, and then the other half I'm gonna eat. But this is one way for me to kind of get my steps in and to get this cardio in. Just to not trying to bust a sweat, because I'm still at work. I'm at work, guys. I don't want to be hot and musky and all that stuff at work. So I'm just just doing like a little walk, a little stroll. It's not too hot, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm gonna do some jumping jacks when I get home. I'm gonna try to shoot for 5 minutes, y'all. That leg, I got to work on that. Sometimes my little leg be cramping, but I got to work on it. This is me just trying to stay fit, and I need to get back more in shape, get back more into it. So yeah, it's something quick I just kind of want to talk about. Don't always try to, in life, whatever your endeavors are, always try to set yourself up to where you won't have to be at the mercy of others. Try to set yourself up. Again, I'm going to say that, to where you don't have to be at the mercy of others. That, you always put yourself in a position that you can thrive, if all else fails. They talk about, setting yourself up, like in choosing a career, or establishing a business, or capitalizing off of your talents, things that you are already good at. And that's true. I'm not going to sit here in front. Like, it's true to have, to go beyond just having a high school diploma or GED. Try to set yourself up in life to where you can have ownership, leave things back for your family. You can take care of yourself if all else fails, y'all. That's true. And especially, with things happening, the changes, the things that's happening within our government. So that's a good example that you can, you teach your high schoolers and people, like your juniors approaching their senior year. This is the time to start planning about what life is going to look like after graduating high school. And say you already finished school, you already graduated from high school, you a GED, whatever, path, whatever you have, no judgment zone. If you are in adulthood, start thinking about, okay, how you going to capitalize, going to take a trade, things like that, going for a trade, capitalizing. If your family has a business, how you going to capitalize off of that? Just because your family has a business, still get that certification in business administration or whatever it is, to help bring some new ideas to the family business, to help in every area, because you might have to be the one to run it. The business might be left to you, so you want to be able to run it in the day and times we in. Maybe you can add new flavor to the already existing business, use more digital, things like that. We in a digital society with a lot of people doing stuff now online, a lot of things going on with marketing and stuff like that. So there's ways you can still capitalize off of that if that's within your field or whatever. You know what I'm saying, your family got a business and you're running and working in that. So never just be too comfortable. Always find ways into where you don't have to be at the mercy of others. you know, God forbid something happen, your job get cut, or you know, or somebody decides that they want to do something different. They don't want you as a partner, whatever it is. You know, we call that leveling up. You know what I'm saying? Always set yourself up. You know, just kind of figure out, and ways to do that is having a 2-3 year plan, 5-year plan, whatever it is. Setting up some goals. How can you get better at whatever it is, or capitalize off of whatever you already have, whatever your strengths are, things like that. You know, just doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's like I always say, it's never too late to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Don't use, you know, age as a requirement. Like, I didn't do this yet. I'm 50 years old. I didn't do this yet. You still have strength and power. You still can do it. You know, you just got to, you know, empower yourself and just say to yourself that you can and you will. Like, don't allow that to be a thing to keep you defeated. Or if you have tried something, it didn't work out or whatever, just don't give up completely. You know, you keep going and figure out how can you get better at that thing. Maybe that thing wasn't for you, and you may need to be looking into doing something else, something different. You know, so just always try to keep yourself in a mindset of perseverance and winning. You know what I'm saying? Like I did on my video on Monday, fight the fear, you know, wake up and win. All that, having that great motivation and having that mindset to be able to do better, because you change your mind, you change your thinking, you change, you know, the way you see things, you do things, and you change your whole behavior. You know, so that's what it is. So yeah, just want to say, don't ever get comfortable or have to be at the mercy of others. You know, if it's some things, you know, that okay, I can do better on this or whatever, do it. You know, take advantage of, you know, they have like different classes. They have like different masterminds. Some masterminds you might have to pay for, whatever industry or whatever it is that you're trying to do. Some masterminds you may have to pay a fee for. Yeah, I mean, if you got to pay for knowledge, and if it's going to help, do that. Some things you can be self-taught on. You know, you have some classes like you can Google, you got YouTube, different other social media here, Meta, Pinterest, different stuff. It's no reason to remain, you know, ignorant. You know, it's different things out here. Sometimes, like your local county or whatever might be offering that class or whatever that you need. So, you know, you just got to just go to it. You got to go to it in order to be able to achieve it. You know, go to it. That's the thing. Go to it. You know, don't let that you don't know be the thing that cause you to stay stuck and also don't know. A lot of time feeds into more people fear because they don't know, and you don't have to be in that state of mind of not knowing, because it's help and resources out here for you to know. You know, I just, you know, want to say that being that like wealth and stuff, it starts with the mind. It starts with the wealthy. The difference between a wealthy person and a person a person that's poor is knowledge. That's the difference. Knowledge. They know something to help them to better themselves, to get in a better position. Knowledge is the difference between a wealthy person and a poor person. Knowledge is what you know. It's your behavior. It's what you do when you get money. It's what you do when opportunities come, when you get lump sums. What do? Is when you get a lump sum, or you want a settlement what's the first thing you do with that money? Do you make a plan for that money? Do you just go to start shopping? Do you go to the store, start shopping without a plan? Are you sitting down when you get a lump sum? Are you sitting down thinking about how I'm going to spend this money or how I'm going to spend it? The difference between, I'm gonna tell you about the rich and the poor. Wealth, they use other people's money, and then they think about how they gonna save theirs. The poor man spends their money, and they're not saving. They're not thinking about how they're going to capitalize, how they're going to flip the money, how they're going to get better with that. So that's the difference too. It's how you look at money. How do you look at it? So you can have a good career, make it 6-7 figure, but if you don't know how to flip it, it's like you're basically broke. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to flip it. So that's the difference too. Think about, do you have a plan for money? Do you have a plan when you get access to money, or, like a settlement or whatever? This is how you got to think about it. You got to have a plan too. So pray, plan, and prepare. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing too. Another model that I live by, y'all. So let me see. I think I'm gonna do 5 more minutes and that's it. I got me some good laps in. So I just kind of want just to say that I didn't want to make this video long. I didn't want it, I don't want to make the video long. So y'all, let's think about that. Let's think about how we and what we're doing. Think about how and what we're doing. A lot of times when we just sit down and really think about our behavior and what we're doing, we can make the changes when we think about it. If you just moving and you have no thought process behind what you're doing, you just acting and reacting, that's how you keep making the same mistakes and you keep doing the same thing over and over again. And if you keep doing the same thing over and over again and making the same mistakes and expecting something different, that's insanity. Insanity is when you keep doing the same thing, making the same mistakes, and then expecting something different. That don't make sense. So let's kind of think about what are we thinking about, and go from there, y'all. So blogging with April. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all